you got an F. Oh, it's fine. You got 2? It's okay. It's okay. 3! Good God. 4! You failed the whole semester. All right, guess it's time to
break out the stripper pole.
Am I right? Bring out the stripper pole. No, this one's gonna be the stripper pole. Can you dance?
Miss B, I need help. I'm gonna drop out.
Can we not do that?
Okay, I'm being dramatic. Can you help me?
I got you. Welcome to Semester by Semester, your #1 resource for not just surviving college, but thriving academically, socially, and most importantly, emotionally. Who better to guide you than your very own academic life coach, me, Miss B. I'm happy to have you guys here, even though you might not be happy to be watching this video. Obviously, the topic for today is touching on more so the academic struggle of
failing college.
And I know, you're not so proud and it doesn't really feel too good to get 1 F, 2 Fs, 3 Fs, maybe it's just a whole semester of Fs and Ds. So failing is nothing new to me. Being in the higher ed space for about a decade, don't be trying to calculate my age now, okay? But being in the higher ed space for about a decade, failing is something that, well, it's pretty common. And maybe that's something you need to hear, especially if this is your first semester in college, or if you had been doing well and this is just really the first time you just really realize I'm failing at college. So in this video, I'm gonna go over the 10 main reasons why students fail in college. But towards the end, I'm also going to show you a snippet of a document that we use with failing students that goes over a number of reasons. So definitely my main goal for you is to not feel bad. I don't want you to feel alone. I don't want you to hate yourself, beat up on yourself. I have a quote that I share with my students. I'll share with you. And if you were to get into a fight, you would not punch yourself. You'd be trying to land, some punches at the other person. So in life, when you're faced with, battles like failing in college, don't punch yourself. You don't need to beat up on yourself. Definitely there's gonna be some necessary reflection, but without further ado, I just wanna get into some of the reasons why you and many others out there might have failed in college. So let's get into it. So we're gonna start off with a very obvious answer. You probably can imagine this is probably one of the reasons why you might have failed this semester. It's the failure to prepare / poor study habits. Duh. Okay, so for a lot of my freshman babies out there, hey, you might wanna subscribe to this channel. Well, actually, subscribing to this channel actually helps raise your GPA, and I think if you failed, you might need some of that. So just hit that button right there. It's over in the corner of this video. But failure to prepare / poor study habits. Obviously, if you're a freshman, this is a very new territory for you. What in the is going on in college? I don't know, honey. If I were to show you guys my transcript, which stick around on this channel, it's brand new. This is the first of many videos to come, but I'm going to share with you how I struggled through college. So I don't want you guys to feel alone. It is new territory and you might be like, what the hell is going on? How am I supposed to get through these classes? You may be wondering how you might have failed when you thought you were doing so well. The college environment is very different because your teachers are not exactly telling you, hey, Anna, this is coming up, don't you forget. You have to be really, really responsible. So definitely being organized in college is super important. So poor study habits can look a lot like not studying long enough, waiting too long to study, which is gonna go into reason number 2, which is poor time management. Time management is very important in college. I'm going to touch a lot on this channel about how to master your time and how to choose courses accordingly, especially based on time. So again, if you have not subscribed already, please hit that button. You're not gonna regret it. But poor time management is one of the main reasons why students fail a class or even an entire semester. So research actually suggests that you should be spending anywhere from 2 to 3 hours per credit hour studying for a class. What? That means for every class, which on average, a class is anywhere between 1 to 4 credit hours, okay? On average, most classes are 3 credit hours each. That means about 9 hours a week, somewhere between 6 to 9 hours a week, you should be investing into studying for your material. So if you're ready to have an honest moment with me, come on, we're besties here. Let me know down in the comments, did you spend 6 to 9 hours of study time in each of your courses this semester? chances are you probably didn't. I can tell you I definitely didn't. And it's not that you always have to do that. That's just what research suggests. But it goes to show the more time you invest in a course, the more time you can actually find your weak areas when it comes to the content that you're studying. So don't be too hard on yourself, okay? If you failed this semester, it could be because you weren't giving that class the 6 to 9 hours that it probably deserved. And that's just on average. If you have a weak area like mine would be math, it's okay. You didn't do it. It's okay. So that brings me to reason number 3 as to why you might have failed this semester: unrealistic expectations. And this can go for either the course or the major that you're pursuing. So depending on where you are in your semester and in your college career, you may have already had exposure to some of your major courses. And so these are courses that are obviously related to the major that you selected. I probably didn't have to break that down, but if you are in the 2,000 to 3,000, even 4,000 level courses for your major, that means you've passed some of those intro 1,000 level courses and you're getting into the meat and potatoes of your major, okay? It might have been that you didn't think engineering was gonna be that bad and it's really that bad. Or chemistry 1 was fine, which God, it was not fine for me. If you took chemistry this past semester or college algebra, those are like the 2 most failed courses in college history, okay? Freaking math and chemistry. They eat people up, they beat people up every time. History is another one. Any of these courses, whether they're intro level or not, you might have not been ready for the way it was just gonna knock you out, okay? And that is super normal, okay? A lot of students, especially my freshman babies, making that transition into high school, yeah. Now you have I think that was like your wake-up call. Ring the alarm, okay? Wake up and smell the college coffee beans, because it is time for you to realize just how much college is gonna expect of you. Like I said, in terms of, time management, you're really gonna have to invest a lot more than you did back in high school, and you will see that reason come up a little bit later when I show you that snippet. But yes, unrealistic expectations of the course, thinking,
well, I know English. How hard could English 1101 be? Oh, we're writing papers? How long are the papers? Wait, what?
Yeah, it's not that easy, okay? So again, it's okay if this was your first semester, even if this is like your 5th semester, sometimes we have to have a reality check as far as what we're studying, the courses, and what they're demanding of us. And it's also time to be honest with ourselves. We probably didn't give the course the amount of respect. Put some respect on that course, okay? We did not give that course the amount of respect that it deserved, and look what we got in the end, okay? We got some failing grades, but it's okay. Another reason, and this is one that I see all the time, and you guys will hear me on this channel talk a lot about what universities force students to do in terms of course load. Reason number 4 as to why students sometimes fail the semester or fail classes: you're taking too many classes. Go figure, okay? So I want you guys to keep it locked, because on this channel, I am gonna go over a lot of the do's and don'ts of college, and I'm gonna break down the average course load. But I'll just tell you now that typically you guys are put under a lot of pressure to be in 15 credit hours or 5 classes a semester. So the full-time load, however, is 12 credit hours. A lot of students don't know that, but just 4 classes are required, or 12 credit hours, in order to be considered full-time. Sometimes 5 classes works for Tom, Dick, and Bob, but it does not work for you. And you have to be honest with yourself when you're juggling way too much. Especially, this brings me to reason number 5, if you have too many things on your plate, okay? Working, a lot of my students, I did not work in college, but a lot of my students that I meet are working sometimes full-time jobs. Sometimes they're supporting whole families, either of their own or the families that raised them, and it could be a lot to juggle. So I'm gonna combine number 4 and 5 with just saying that you gotta be mindful of how many classes you're taking. Now, I understand that in order to graduate in 4 years, you're pushed to take 5 classes each semester. And again, I'll go over this in greater detail, so don't worry, I got you. But you're put under all that pressure, but what is the sense of registering for 5 classes when you really probably only have the capacity to pass 3? sometimes underestimating yourself and doing more than you actually can lead you to, well, failing courses. Sometimes it's not even that you weren't prepared, for the course content. It's just that you put too much on your plate. So again, these are such common reasons as to why you might have failed this semester. I don't want you to feel bad. I want you to reflect and rectify so that next semester you do a lot better. And stick with me, you're gonna go places. And really, to class, hopefully. Stick with me here. I'm gonna tell you guys everything you need to know about thriving in college. I promise, I promise, I promise. Again, I don't want you guys to feel bad. Really, I want to go over these reasons so you can kind of feel like, yep, that happened to me too. So please be chatting with me down in the comments and let me know if any of these reasons apply to you, okay? If you made it to the end of this video, thank you so much for tuning in. My intention is to support you and really make sure that you are where you need to be and you have the support that you need to get through college. So please continue to stick around, like, comment, share with your friends, and again, it's okay to not be okay. It's okay that you failed the semester. Drop an A emoji if you made it all the way to the wee end of this video, and I will pray to the GPA gods that your GPA is on the up and up. Until next time.